dang dang, and go danyo danyo. Oh, what da dang dang. This is the voice of the Patriot. And here we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. Now, this is our daily editorial, my brother, my sister, and today we have a number of stories we want to look at, and we want to be as quick as we can. Now, the very first story we are looking at today is taken from My Joy Online, and it says NACOC raises alarm over rising drug abuse amongst SHS students, links trend to indiscipline. And I read, now the Ashanti Regional Office of the Narcotics Control Commission, NACOC, has raised concerns over the growing abuse of illicit drugs amongst young people, warning that the trend is contributing to increasing cases of indiscipline in senior high schools across the country. Now, according to the commission, the use of narcotic substances by some students is negatively affecting behavior, undermining discipline, and creating challenges for school authorities, teachers, and guidance counselors. Ahead of the 2026 World Drug Day commemoration, NACOC organized a seminar for guidance counselors and teachers in the Ashanti region to equip them with the skills needed to identify, manage, and support students struggling with substance abuse. Counseling is technical. To do it effectively, you need the right skills and knowledge. We receive referrals from schools and parents whose children are suspected of using drugs, and some schools even threatening to dismiss such students. Now, my brother, my sister, it looks like we are a country that is more interested in fighting symptoms rather than the disease. Can I repeat it? We seem to be a country that is so interested in fighting the symptoms rather than the disease. It hurts me anytime I think about drugs and drug abuse. My brother, I was born in a house where smokers lived. They smoked all kinds of things, from cigarettes all the way through bonto to marijuana and other things that do not even have names. I had friends who used and abused drugs, my brother, my sister, but that never pushed me into using any drug. I have never smoked anything smokable, never drank anything drinkable that is supposed to be called a drug. No alcohol. I don't know how alcohol tastes. All my 51 years of life, alcohol as it is sold in the shops has never landed on my tongue, even by mistake. I have never smoked bonto. I have never smoked shisha or chassis. My brother, my sister, how did that happen? Yes, there is peer pressure. My brother, my sister, the upbringing is a problem. Yes, I do understand that some people can just go wayward no matter how rich their upbringing is. But can I hazard a few solutions? Number one, in the days where drug abuse was almost non-existent in our societies, teachers did not sleep with students. Can I repeat that? In the days when drug abuse was almost non-existent, teachers who are supposed to be mentors never slept with their mentees. Can I go deeper? My brother, you take your child to school, and I'm limiting it to the school because this is an article that is talking about the schools, students. You take your child to the school, and the moment you walk through the gates of the school, you know that the child is in a safe haven. Not today. In my days, once you were in the premises of the school, the four walls of the school, your child was safe. Your child will be protected from the vagaries of the weather, the vicissitudes of teenage and adult life. Today, no. Just last week, a chemistry teacher with a long john decided to browse through the internet of a student girl at Bole Secondary School. The videos went viral. Many marveled at how long this thing was and how it was even able to get accommodated comfortably by this female student, underlined student. Are we training porn stars? In my days, even a married woman would run away at the sight of this long john. But a student girl, barely 18 years, was able to swallow this and chew it to extinction. My God. Did you hear the word? Extinction, not distinction. Extinction. My brother, my sister, in those days we had mentees who were responsible. A lot of these students do not know what they are doing until after some years. That's if they are lucky enough to be alive. I remember how we idolized our teachers. We would do anything they asked us to do because they were our idols. And you know what it means to say an idol? An idol is worshipped. When an idol tells you jump, you ask how high. Lie down, you lie down flat. Jump, you jump. A lot of these student girls are victims of idols who have become, in fact, terrorists and predators. In my days, my brother, my sister, we wrote essays on drug abuse and they were read at assembly. The best essay was rewarded. We were told the goriness of drug abuse. And we had mentees, not predators. Today, the mentees are no longer mentees, they are predators. My brother, my sister, I go to some of these SHS, the secondary schools. I have young girls who come around and ask for my number. I give them my number. And when they call, I expect them to ask me to teach them the difference between popularity and fame. No, that's not what they are interested in. They are not interested in the chemistry and the biology and the physics, let alone the agriculture and even the social sciences. They are asking you when you can take them to dinner. Next, they ask you what to wear. They ask you if you like it short or you like it long. They ask you what your favorite cologne is. Then finally, if you get to sit at dinner, they ask you what your favorite sex position is. Hallelujah. In my days, only married people asked those questions, and even with that, it was with a certain level of decorum. If we had the opportunity to read charts on people's WhatsApp phones, my brother, my sister will know that we are heading headlong towards jeopardy. Can I tell you more? So if your mentees all of a sudden are becoming predators, then what happens? Half of the student girls, some of them have not even grown breasts fully. Their breasts are still growing. These breasts that look like little lemons will be made lemonade out of before they even reach maturity. I am speaking tongues in cheek. It hurts, my brother. A few days ago, I looked at my little daughter growing, and she's beginning to grow some breasts. Little breasts. Jesus. My heart jumped into my mouth. Something told me, you know what, Blakk Rasta? Keep this girl at home and teach her everything she needs to know before going to write. But it's not all about the knowledge. It's also about the wisdom. And there's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. A lot of Ghanaian professors are knowledgeable, but not wise. A lot of people have knowledge. They are knowledgeable, yet nowhere near wisdom. Hallelujah. I looked at my little daughter's little breasts, and looking at the times, I envisaged some mentee who all of a sudden has become a perpetrator, taking advantage of little girls. When I was a teacher, remember I was born into a teacher family. My father was a teacher, mother was a teacher, all my siblings teachers, and me myself a teacher. I have taught in several schools. I taught in a number of universities, and I still teach on radio. Hallelujah. I have never been interested in any of my students. Mention one student that I ever taught that I developed a taste for. Never happened. You know why? You have to be a responsible teacher. You are mentoring these people. They are going to grow. They will grow and become future leaders if they are fortunate. That's if drugs do not mess them up, and if diseases don't kill them. And one day when they are coming to you with a bouquet of flowers to say thank you for mentoring us like we did in our days, my brother, my sister, your bouquet of flowers shall have bombs and grenades hidden in there. Is that the bouquet of flowers you want? Or you want the bouquet of flowers that will represent every flower in the Garden of Eden? I'm speaking tongue in cheek. It's sad what we see these days. As for the universities, they are worse. Once these young girls get into the university, it looks like it's a playground for porn stars. The mini ears of all the mini skirts they wear. Some of them just want to be told that it is okay so they can walk naked. And to make it worse, right now, men are difficult to even come by. Diseases are killing men. A lot of them are becoming gay. So the few straight men who have common sense, you have a lot of women running after them, scrambling over these ones. And some of them believe that it's by stripping naked that they can get this man. So you go on social media and all you see is sheer nakedness, buttocks and big breasts. Hallelujah. Sometimes I praise the young girls who don't have big breasts and big buttocks. At least they are safe for now. But even now, the men are developing a strong taste for those ones too. Hallelujah. At the end of the day, my brother, my sister, I don't want this to be a lecture. Hey, Ashanti region NACOC, you can go and organize 1 trillion seminars. Na enkosia ga. Yanka no twi so da mo beti ase. Enkosia ga. Mo hunu hwe. Deal with the disease and not the symptoms. We must raise the mental aptitude of the students by becoming mentors and not predators. Right now, it is the norm for students to even cook for their teachers. It is a norm for students to even sit with their teachers and smoke shisha, and smoke ntampe, and smoke cigarettes. My brother, my sister, go to the secondary schools. Hey, they have some drugs that are not even known. It looks like they invent drugs in those secondary schools. Some names I can't mention. They smoke this and they're high. There are some secondary schools, I don't want to mention the names now. When it comes to examination, they even have special rooms for crooks who misbehave whilst in school. Now they are going to write their exam, so they bundle all of them into one examination room. And they are called the condemned whatever, like condemned cells. And they leave them there to misbehave. They can copy as much as they want to copy, threaten teachers and do whatever they want to do. That might be a form of punishment, but it doesn't make sense. When it comes to examination, give every student the right frame of mind to go and write and pass their examinations. You have no right to condemn anybody to any room. If you have any punishment for them, give it to them before examinations. I leave it here. It's sad. But to deal with this drug thing, seminars won't help. They won't help that much. Deal with the root cause. And the root cause is right from the belly of the homes where these students are trained. 2, from the belly of the schools that they attend. What are the senior housemasters doing? Are they up to the task? Or senior housemaster himself has some students that he smokes shisha with, that he can send students to go and buy him cigarettes, can send students to go and buy ntampe. Some of the students are their best friends. They sit and smoke ntampe together. Please, I don't know what kind of training we have for our teachers in the teacher training schools now. Do they still teach them teacher psychology? Do they teach them the responsibilities of a teacher, moral responsibilities? Are they taught? It looks like religion is failing us. Spirituality is the answer. Now the next story I want to quickly look at, as I'm running out of time, is this one from my own Tree News, one of the most credible sources of news online. And it says, Ghana are a difficult team to play against. And this is Thomas Tuchel, full of praise after World Cup stalemate. And I read, England head coach Thomas Tuchel has admitted Ghana posed one of the toughest tactical challenges his side has faced at the 2026 FIFA World Cup after the two teams played out a goalless draw in their Group L clash at Boston Stadium. Now the Three Lions dominated possession and controlled long spells of the match, but were apparently and repeatedly frustrated by a compact, well-drilled Blakk Rasta side that defended with discipline, intensity, and organization. The result leaves both England and Ghana level on 4 points after 2 matches, with qualification for the round of 32 still firmly in both teams' hands. England would face Panama in their final group fixture, while Ghana prepares for a decisive encounter against Croatia. Despite expectations that England would have broken through, Tuchel instead praised Ghana's defensive structure and physical resilience. Ghana, a difficult team to play against with a lot of quality and very physical, fast players in every position. They are ready to put bodies in, ready to defend one against one. It's super difficult to break them down. He insisted the match should not be seen as a setback for England, but rather as a naturally difficult encounter against a well-organized opponent. It's just a difficult match of football. What can happen at any time? Ghana is far bigger than England. Is it not true? And if England can produce all these beautiful players, and we are called the Brazil of Africa in terms of our football quality, prowess, and ability, we should not just sit down and be called a side that did well with a goalless draw. Yes, we are happy. England is one of the best sides. England is a country that has invested so much into football. And history, contemporary history, tells us football originated from England. Though we can go deeper and tell you exactly that football actually came from Africa. Though at the time it wasn't football. My brother, my sister, we played a good game yesterday. I've never seen the Blakk Stars so disciplined. All my 51 years of being on earth. You see, the coach plays a very important role. If the coach knows what he's about, he doesn't need to be on the touchline shouting his lungs out. Now, my brother, we've gone in for a coach. I hear he's 70 plus. Kerez is his name. And all he's telling us is that I am not here to teach Ghana how to play football, or else I would have been at the football academy. I am here to coach. I am a football coach, not a football teacher. Please underline these two. He is not here to teach the Blakk Stars how to play football, but what to do on the field of play. Hallelujah. They are two different things. It's a different thing training engineers at the engineering school, and it's a different thing telling the engineers what to do. You are only assigning them responsibilities when you use the what. But when you use the how, you are now teaching them the rudiments of engineering. Teach Blakk Rasta. Watch this. Now, my brother, my sister, once he was able to decipher between the what and the how, he now had to work on the discipline of the players, and he told us that the last thing he worked on as the coach was the unity of the team, interlaced and underpinned with patriotism. Come on. Once the coach made this known, I knew that we had a good coach. Hey, today if the coach even bows out of the game at this stage, he has achieved so much. He's been given 2 weeks. Look at the 2 weeks or so he was given. Was it 3 weeks? To be able to prepare the team. He didn't say no. He knew exactly what he would do. And when he went in there, he used all those games before the World Cup to pep up the team. Yes, he prepped up the team good. Today we are seeing the work right on the field of play. I have never seen the Blakk Stars team this brilliantly disciplined, and I'm using the word carefully. Hey, we have had better Blakk Star sides in terms of skills. We had people who could juggle with the ball and let the whole stadium rise in an uproar, deafening enough to cause confusion in the air. But it was a big but. Our most brilliant chance was when Asamoah Gyan blew away the penalty. And that is not to chastise him, but to say that that was the World Cup, that we did our very best, and maybe the most brilliant chance for us to have gone further. My brother, my sister, look at how the team is playing. Some people say it's defensive football. They say the best driver is the defensive driver, isn't it? And the best side is the defensive side. When they are on the break, what we call the counter-attack, the whole stadium roars. That is football. Or you think football is all about dribbling and passing? Or you think football is all about ball juggling? No, the coach has made it clear. I am not here for aesthetic football. Can I underline that word? Aesthetic football. You know what that word means? Beautiful football. Play into the gallery. Oh, wa yini Sulia. Hey, wa pam code be a shano. Hey, ochio, where do ochio Jordan ochio? No, sir. Uchi nipa 101 shegola and kosiaga. The coach has made it clear. I'm not here to play entertaining football. This is not Hollywood. He is not there to play Hollywood soccer. He is there for the results. My brother, my sister. And he's getting the results. Look how frustrated the English team was. Look at Ian Kane, or what's his name? Kane, that guy with a nose like that of a baby rabbit. That guy who tried several times to score. At the end of the day, he was so frustrated and flabbergasted. Look at how Partey was playing. Written on his face was nothing but patriotism. He was ready to die. I am sure yesterday, if we were told, if there was a condition that 2 Blakk Stars players should allow themselves to be slaughtered like in the days of Abraham, for the Ghana team to go to the next stage, all the team members would give their heads out to be chopped off. That was how they meant the football. It brings tears into my eyes. This is what we want to see. They all attacked and they all defended. I saw Partey defending. I've never seen him do that. I saw Jordan defending. His head broke like a hard piece of coconut. Jesus. They tied his head like a condom around something hard. Hallelujah. He was still heading the ball, just like in the days of the DIU. My brother, my sister, look at the other guy, the goal scorer in the Panama match. They broke his eye. Did you see the blood running down? He just asked them to plaster it so that he would go and continue to play. Whilst he was playing, the plaster was peeling off. But he was just ready for the game. Hey, if this coach has done nothing at all, he has instilled in the team what he told us he will. No wonder a journalist asked him a stupid question and he told her, you watch the game? If you watch the game, then you would ask me a better question. Hallelujah. Tuchel, I am a big fan of yours. I'm a big fan of, I wish you were a Ghanaian coach, because I normally like inbreed, better still, inbred coaches. Too long we have been falling on foreign coaches and all that. But excuse my foolishness for now. You have instilled in this team something that many coaches overlooked. Not even Otoado. Otoado was more German than Ghanaian. That guy, and I said it over and over, more German than Ghanaian. My brother, my sister, he was going to lead this team into Hades. You know what that word means? I leave it here.